Alright, here we go. Present the lantern.
Objection!
What is the matter, Defender? What is this feeling? Oh shit. I just felt the urge to shout out right from the bottom of my lungs while pointing my finger. Objection! I can't help but feel that's a word I've used quite a bit in the past. Yes! That's it, I remember now. I remember everything. The legal League of Attorneys exchange, the Speller's trial, and then the strange book. This feeling, I feel like I could take on the world. Witness! Oh?
Yes, what's with this other pointing? I am soon to be member of the Honorable Knights of the Inquisition. I accept your challenge. Have at you!
You say that no fire was present at the scene of the crime, meaning the defendant must have used magic. Unfortunately for you, that is not the case.
What do you mean, Sir Apprentice Baker?
What I mean is that the defendant was in fact carrying a lantern containing fire. Ha! Those two rogues were actually burned by the flame that was inside the lantern. Ha! That is the only logical explanation.
My, what a startling conclusion you've come to, Sir Apprentice Baker.
What do you mean?
The only logical explanation? Do you agree with this statement, honorable witnesses?
It is presumptuous for a man that knows nothing to claim that he knows something from which he really knows nothing.
Huh?
Besides, how could a teeny tiny flame be strong enough to set them both ablaze like that?
There were two of them. How could that flame engulf them so fast?
Furthermore, if they did burn as you claim they did, do you mean to suggest that they were soaked in oil or something?
Oh.
Well, Sir Blue Knight, it would seem that you have bitten off more than you can chew.
Arr! I definitely didn't see that coming.
What say you, my lord? Do you have any thoughts on the proceedings thus far?
Given the testimony as we have heard it, this court has come to its conclusion. For the truly gruesome and merciless act, an act for which only one thing could be held responsible. The nefarious crime of magic!
Hold it!
Wait just a second.
Is there something you would have forgotten to mention, Defender?
Not exactly, Your Honor. It's just, I mean, you said magic. That can't be right, can it?
What are you suggesting, Sir Apprentice Baker? Witches use magic, which in turn brings about disaster. Such is the way of the world, is it not?
Well, yeah, that may seem to be the case, but in ways that are actually possible.
This court finds Espella Cantabella, the accused, charged with being a witch.
Espella? A witch? A witch's existence in this world is a crime in itself.
The ability to use and control magic is a criminal offense indeed. As such, any witch found practicing magic will be sentenced to death by fire.
No, you're wrong. I'm not a witch. I screwed that voice up.
Sir Apprentice Baker, I do not envy your current predicament.
Ah!
My lord, hand down your guilty verdict against this witch immediately.
Objection!
But, there's no evidence to prove that any magic was really used.
Put a sock in it, Red Boy. We all heard her cast a spell.
Huh?
That's right. Snowy and I heard it. Isn't that right, Precious? We heard that incantation quite quickly.
That frightening voice. There's no mistaking it. It was Espella's voice.
Please ears do not lie. I clearly heard an incantation most sinister. Ignaze it went.
Incantation? Ignace? It's no good. I just can't wrap my head around this topsy-turvy otherworldly court. Well then, it would seem the difference was no further objections. It appears so. The court finds the use of magic at the time of the murder to be an undeniable fact. Furthermore, the honorable witnesses have stated that they each heard an incantation being recited. The court finds no reason to delay its verdict any longer. Nick, we have to do something. I know, but what exactly can we say? Here, in this world, our sense of logic is completely useless.
This court is ready to hand down its verdict for the case of Espella Cantabella.
Hold it.
Whoa, who's that? Hold it. Ah! Layton to the rescue.
Your Honor, I request that the court hold its verdict a moment longer.
Huh.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I have something I believe will be of use to the defense. A weapon of sorts.
Really? The book?
That's... the Grand Grimoire. All of this world's magic is contained within its pages. Without it, this trial cannot reach a satisfactory conclusion.
Huh.
The Grand Grimoire.
We meet again, Mr. Wright. Well, now it seems things are already afoot here. Although the real contest begins now. Are you fully prepared?
So, are you here to help us? Of course! The professor always helps people in trouble. It is the duty of every gentleman, right, Professor? Professor?
There's a saying that I find quite useful in situations such as this. There's a time for words and a time for action.
Right.
You've been working as a baker in this town up until now, have you not? I must say, I am a little mystified. I'd have expected you to be more familiar with this world and its system of magic.
Yeah, how can I put this? I guess that's not quite the full story.
Is that so?
I kind of had an epiphany just now. I remembered all sorts of things. Like how I'm actually not a baker. And well, now magic can't really exist.
Then it would seem I was correct about you, Mr. Wright. You are not, in fact, a citizen of this town. Is that correct?
Right. At least it seems that way.
However, for now we have no option but to accept this world and its rules as a reality. Without first understanding those rules, I'm afraid you will not be able to save Miss Cantabella.
But things like magic only exist in fairy tales and make-believe.
I'm afraid, Mr. Wright, it would be seen magic does in fact exist in this world. Such a truth cannot be denied.
Wow.
Indeed, that is why the Grand Grimoire is a weapon well suited for this witch trial. At the moment you are tantamount to a knight without a sword.
Whoa. I feel more like an attorney without a chance, actually. Right then, Mr. Roy, I'll explain how the Grand Grimoire works. Have a look at the touchscreen. There you'll see the Grand Grimoire button. Touching the Grand Grimoire button will open up the Grand Grimoire.
You'll be able to present spells from the Grand Grimoire in much the same way you would present evidence. This book will surely be a most important asset for us in this trial.
Oh, and that reminds me. I've gone ahead and bookmarked the spell Ignace for you. The spell Ignace has been bookmarked in the Grand Grimoire.